You know how you're about to buy a book and you think, should I buy a book or should I buy a book with a lot of short stories? Always the dilemma. Well, today I'll make it easy. Our show today is a very interesting pack of short stories. I'll tell you about each of them. Now, this is the Redmi 5. The short story interesting part is, isn't it getting confusing now, even for Xiaomi and customers? Number of phones released and all sounding all the same. Note 5, Note 5 Pro, Redmi 5, all confusing. Second short story is itel comes up with a new phone. Now, itel has always played in the feature phone market and a little bit in the smartphone market with the 3,000 to 4,000 rupee phones. Guess what? This phone, the S42, they want to go into flagship territory, their kind of flagship. This is almost a 9,000 rupee phone. What did they put into this? And then, of course, our super short story is all about the Samsung S9. You've all asked for it. It's the ultimate camera shootout.
Xiaomi brings yet another Redmi phone to rule the under 10,000 segment. But is the new Redmi 5 capable of being the new king of budget phones? Let's find out. Amidst all the controversies surrounding Facebook data breach, if you are worried how to secure a Facebook account, don't worry, we'll tell you. Samsung S9 Plus takes on iPhone 10 and Pixel 2 XL in a camera shootout. Which is the best camera phone in the market today? Find out. And after Vivo ropes in actor Amir Khan as their brand ambassador, they launched their flagship phone, the Vivo V9, with dual camera and full view display.
So many short stories on the show, but of course there are pieces of news that are pouring in from the world of mobiles.
Vivo joins the notch bandwagon with its latest flagship, the V9. Priced at 22,990 rupees, the Vivo V9 is big on optics and full view display. There is a 19:9 aspect ratio, 6.3-inch Full HD Plus screen on board, giving 90% screen to body ratio. On the optics front, it comes with a dual rear camera setup with the primary 16-megapixel sensor and secondary 5-megapixel sensor. On the front, it features a 24-megapixel sensor. It will be available in only one RAM and storage configuration, 4GB and 64GB. We will review the Vivo V9 next week on Cell Guru.
All right, let's start off with short story number 1 and let me set the base. So this is the Redmi 5. Now great, one more Redmi phone, but it's leading to a lot of confusion. I mean, between Xiaomi, Redmi, the 5s, the Notes, the Note Pros, it's all getting very confusing. If I was to recommend this phone to somebody, I can give you a guarantee I'll get a call back when they're actually about to buy it online or offline saying, which one did you say? There are so many similar phones. And that is a big problem. This whole nomenclature of getting names right is important because that confusion can lead to a drop in sales. They've got to get more granular, I think, with their names that immediately strike off something at the back of your mind. Okay, now that's about the name. Let's get down to the phone. So this is in the 7,000-8,000 rupee variety. Always aggressive. What did it do with the Redmi 5?
The sequel to the most popular phone of 2017 is here. Meet the Redmi 5. We all know Xiaomi Redmi 4 was a huge success last year in the country. So the new Redmi 5 has some really big shoes to fill in. Does the Redmi 5 live up to our expectations? Has Xiaomi really upgraded the device in a budget? Let's find out. Xiaomi Redmi 5 is priced starting 7,999 rupees and goes up to 10,999 rupees. For review, we have the 3GB RAM, 32GB variant which sits in the middle and is priced at 8,999 rupees. Gone are the days when budget phones looked plasticky. The Redmi 5 with metal back and solid plastic sides feels good to hold. It is a premium looking phone, one that we would easily confuse for a phone that costs between 10 to 15,000 rupees. There is a fingerprint scanner which works well. The big facelift from the Redmi 4 is the display, which is now edge-to-edge with 18:9 screen ratio. The Redmi 5 follows the current trend, hence doesn't feel dated. Even though it has a large 5.7-inch HD Plus display, it still feels compact. Watching content on a large screen is always good. We wish the resolution was a little higher, but this is where the price tag plays its role. There is the new Snapdragon 450 inside this phone with 3GB RAM. The phone offers smooth experience. We didn't face any lags for the time we had the phone. There is Android 7.1 with MIUI 9 on top. Yes, it doesn't ship with the latest Android Oreo, which would have been much sweeter, but Xiaomi doesn't follow the line. They always think according to what a device can handle. The Redmi 5 packs a 12-megapixel rear camera with LED flash, which clicks pretty decent shots. There is a 5-megapixel front camera on board with selfie light. selfies are good, and now in low light too. We got one from the Redmi series. There is 3300 mAh battery inside the phone, which made the phone last a full day. The Cell Guru verdict. Priced starting 7,999 rupees, the Redmi 5 does have everything a modern day smartphone should have, including an 18:9 screen ratio. The Redmi 5 is the overall package at its price point.
And now let's move on to the other short story of the week, and that is the S42 from itel. Now, I did say it right in the beginning, itel has been an aggressive player in the feature phone market, has some smartphones, but really known for their feature phones. And suddenly they decided, well, we're going to go right up the value chain and move to a 8,000 or 9,000 rupee phone. Now, remember, for itel to be able to play in this market, it's an offline brand, but for them to play in this market, they have to do something dramatically different from everyone else. Did they manage? Let's find out.
Under 10K is the most competitive segment in the smartphone market, so it's not surprising when brands offer a lot of features at an aggressive price point. One such brand is itel, which has launched the S42 in the market. itel is a sub-brand of Transient Holdings, which is also the parent company of Infinix. Now let's take a closer look at the S42 to know if this phone is worth your 8,499 rupees. The S42 isn't particularly a good-looking phone, but it doesn't disappoint with its design. It is well designed with plastic and metal finish and round edges. There is a fingerprint sensor on the rear panel which does its job. While it is a phone with an 18:9 display, the bottom bezel did irritate our eye. The 5.65-inch HD Plus screen sports vivid colors and is very sharp. The viewing angles are alright. itel did give importance to optics in this phone. There is a 13-megapixel rear camera and a 13-megapixel front camera with flash. The rear camera clicks pretty good shots. The fast autofocus works well too. There is a beauty mode on board, of course. The selfies came out well with both beauty mode on and off. The dual SIM phone runs on Android 8.0, which is the latest version. The user experience on this phone is easy to get used to, and this is a good thing. The S42 is powered by Snapdragon 425 coupled with Adreno 308 GPU and 3GB RAM. It comes with 16GB inbuilt storage that's expandable via micro SD card up to 128GB. The phone isn't lag-free. After we downloaded a couple of apps and browsed for a while, we did feel it slowing down. However, it does get the day's work done. It is loaded with 3000 mAh battery that lasts a complete day. The Cell Guru verdict. We appreciate itel's start in this segment. The S42 comes with strong optics on board, but it does not match our expectations when we talk about performance. itel has strong competition from Honor and Xiaomi in this segment, and they will have to do a little more than this to take them on. That said, yes, you can consider the S42 if you want a phone with good camera and use basic apps only.
And then we move to the short story that is the big deal for this week, and that is the Samsung Galaxy S9. But remember, we're now in shootout territory, and this story plays as follows. Now, everything that has been spoken about the S9, it's mainly the optics between the photography and the videography with the 960 frames per second, with the aperture at 1.5 to 2.4. It is now claimed that no camera phone can come anywhere close. Is that true? Our shootout takes the best three phones in the market, the iPhone 10, the Google Pixel 2, and this, the S9, and we will declare a final winner.
The recently launched Samsung S9 Plus is known for its upgrade in the camera. With dual aperture in its lens system, it does claim the throne of the best camera phone. But is it really? Google Pixel 2 XL is identified to be the low light champion, and the iPhone 10 camera we all know is good. So which is the real and the best camera phone in the market today? We decided to pit all three phones against each other to find out the answer. All pictures are shot in auto mode. When we compare all the pictures, we can easily see in broad daylight we like 10 natural colors in the S9 Plus, and we also like contrast the iPhone 10 brings. Pixel 2 XL was about alright. The colors are better on the S9 Plus. They are beautiful and slightly more saturated. The iPhone 10 has more exposure, fading away the colors bit. Pixel 2 XL has slight blue tinge. A portrait photo in outdoor environment, while Pixel 2 and the iPhone 10 did a pretty good job in overall balancing the blur in the background with the subject, the Samsung S9 Plus produces the most accurate background defocus. In night shot 1, Pixel 2 XL wins hands down to capture the scene, followed by Samsung S9 Plus. We weren't impressed with the iPhone in this shot as the India gate was not even visible. In this shot, it's a tie between the Pixel 2 XL and the Samsung S9 Plus. The iPhone 10 trails. The final verdict. The Samsung S9 Plus clicked better shots in daylight and low light as it focuses faster. The Pixel 2 XL is the tough one to beat in low light, and even if the S9 Plus is not better than the 2 XL in low light, it's right there fighting head-on. The iPhone 10 is good in daylight, but low light is where it struggles, and Apple really needs to do something about it in the next iPhone. Overall, the best camera phone is the Samsung S9 Plus.
Now let's move on to one more short story, an important one. You've all heard of this massive security breach with Facebook, the fact that accounts were actually, a lot of details were taken, a lot of fake news was put in, and it was all done for mainly politicians and other brands. Well, it's a story that is an ongoing story and we'll keep tracking it, but the most important thing is how do we keep you safe from all this kind of breaches and hacks? We'll take you through step by step. How do you make sure your Facebook account is not part of another hack?
Do you keep account on how many third-party apps you log on to with your Facebook ID? Or are you worried about what all purposes the data you have shared with Facebook is used? With the recent data breach of Facebook, we all have a lot of questions on our mind on how secure our information and data is. And that's why we can tell you how to protect your privacy on Facebook with the following steps. Be cautious of the fun quizzes on the social media site. One of the ways researchers gather your information is through personality quizzes. Some of those quizzes allow gathering your personal information from Facebook profiles. But if you're putting data about yourself, especially in a random third-party app, you're giving it away. Feel free to change your privacy settings. Just tap on the setting icon, select privacy. Now you can choose who all can see your posts, your phone number and more. Disable face recognition on Facebook as data is being collected from here as well. Another very important point to note is that if your friends are not using strict privacy settings, then the photos of places you're tagged in could still be shared or viewed by others. Try and avoid third-party apps altogether. Manage which apps have access to what kind of information. Go to Settings and select Apps on the left side of the screen. You will see a number of apps that pop up. If you no longer use an app, it's better to delete it. And if you are using an app, then there is an edit option, wherein you can select what information the app can get access to. You will be surprised apps that don't need to know your number or have your photos have access to them. This step is a must-do. There is an option to take your security settings to the next level. Get more alerts when Facebook sees a login from a device or browser you don't typically use. Turn on the two-factor authentication so that a code sent to your phone is required each time you log in. To access these extra settings, go to Facebook's setting page, select Security and Login from the left side and scroll down to the Setting Up Extra Security section. If you're still not satisfied with these security measures and doubt Facebook's intentions, consider leaving Facebook for good. Remember, you can't do anything with the information that's already with Facebook and third-party apps, but from here on, you can secure your Facebook account and not be so vulnerable.
And before we wrap it all up, it's time for Market Watch with Rubina.
Hello, I'm Rubina Mongi, and in case you're wondering that why am I not in the market for Market Watch, well, that's because the two products that I have for you today, both are available online only. The first product will help you get fit and the second product will help you have some fun. We will start with our first product, which is from Garmin. It is their latest activity tracker. It's called the Vivo Fit 4. Now it is an affordable fitness tracker, and you know the speciality of this band is that once you charge it completely, it will last one whole year without charging. Isn't that amazing? Let's take a look at Vivo Fit 4.
Garmin Vivo Fit 4 is the latest activity tracker from Garmin. Priced at 4,999 rupees, the new Vivo Fit 4 boasts of battery life of over a year, which sounds great as we don't have to charge this device over and over again. This 24/7 tracker is waterproof, so we can wear it while taking a shower or a swim. The Vivo Fit 4 tracks steps taken, distance covered, calories burnt, monitors sleep as well as suggests personalized step goals for the day. The tracker automatically captures and classifies different activities such as walking, running, biking, swimming and using an elliptical. The new Vivo Fit 4 also tracks the periods of inactivity with a colored move bar filling up to alert the user that they have been stationary for too long.
Now let's move on to our second product. This is the JVC portable Bluetooth speaker. Now JVC is a Japanese company. They make a lot of other things, but it is for the first time that they have made a portable speaker. Now it looks good. It is light to hold, so it is very portable. You can take it around anywhere, and the sound quality is amazing. Take a look at this JVC's new speaker.
This is an affordable portable speaker from JVC, and we must say that it does not disappoint at all with its looks. It's designed well, is very light to hold and looks trendy. The key buttons are neatly placed on top. In the box there's also a carry strap, USB charging cable, aux cable and user manual. The model is the XSXN226, which comes with a high quality rubber oil coating, making it durable. Coming to what we like, it's the pitch perfect sound quality of the device. Even though the speaker looks small, it is enough to lift up the mood of a party. There is 1000 mAh lithium rechargeable battery, which the company claims can let the speaker provide music for 5 to 8 hours. It is integrated with the latest Bluetooth version and also has aux output. Priced at 1,999 rupees, it's currently only available on Flipkart.
Well, that's all from me on Market Watch today. Do write to me with your feedback or suggestions, or you can tell me how you found these products. Write to me at selguru@ndtv.com. See you next week.
Well, that there is the Cell Guru show for this week, but I have got a cracker of a show next week. Oppo and Vivo both simultaneously launching their flagship phones. They do this once in a year, and this is big news. They're doing it within a day or two of each other. So that is the show that you can't miss. See you next week.
If there's one social media tool that is running the show and is on top of everything that is happening in the world, it has to be Instagram stories. Now, I really like Instagram stories because they disappear in 24 hours, they don't clog your feed, and they're more raw, authentic, and also there's real-time sharing with it. So I really like Instagram, and I know you know the basics like filters and boomerangs on it, but today I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks with which you can totally ace how to make a perfect Instagram story.
With the update, you can now change between different text styles by tapping on the text. If you want to change the color, you have two options. The first one is swiping left to reveal the array of pre-selected colors, and the other is to pick any color and hold your finger down. It will reveal an entire palette of colors to choose from. If you want to make your entire screen one solid color, just take your image or video, select any pen, pick a color, and then tap and hold the main part of the screen. When you lift your finger, the screen will become that color. Now you can use the eraser tool to selectively reveal certain parts of original image or video, a very cool and creative way to do stories. Then there is this tap to reveal style with text. The easiest way to do this is to write a word and then save that photograph. Now from your camera roll, you upload that saved photo and add another piece of text in whatever style you want. You keep saving, uploading and editing until you have the full text you want to achieve. Another tip, make a layer of the same word over itself in a different color to give it a layered effect. There is an option of stop motion, which is a fun way to give a twist to your story. Click multiple shots and it stitches them together. The way to do this is to place your text or sticker in the desired location and tap and hold the screen until you get a little bar at the bottom that says pin. Find the subject in the video you want to pin it to and then hit pin when you're ready. Adding music to your videos is easy. You can play music natively from your device from whichever streaming service you prefer. You hit play, go back to stories and then simply hit record. Always remember to add hashtags and locations. It always increases the number of views.
Well, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed our tips and tricks section today. Do write to me with your feedback to selguru@ndtv.com. See you next week.